Well, hey, everybody. God bless you, and hope and pray that you and your family are doing very well. This video here is first and foremost, I want to apologize for it taking so long for me to actually get uh, another video made. It's taking quite a while, or taken quite a while. But for those of you who have not actually heard from me in a while, I want to give you some updates since the pandemic and since everything that is taking place now in the earth. This is a very, very critical time, especially more than ever before, that we are healthy and in our right mind. And this is a time where narcissists will have a tendency to be more afraid than probably before. We're going to take a moment right this minute and try to give others an opportunity to take note and to come back and observe this. But right now, because we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, I wanted to urge you to really truly ask yourself the question: are you still attached to a narcissist? How are they affecting you? Are you still one of those who they have a direct, still some kind of hold upon? I wasn't aware of it even for the last several months, a few months or so. It's been probably about 8, 9 months that I realized that because I would not go completely no contact, that the narcissist in my former life had some attachments. And sure enough, they came back into my circles, and they began to try to get in more influence and try to manipulate more and love bombing, all of the things that we've talked about prior to that. But we fall for the trick of thinking that they've changed. And you're going to realize that in a pandemic, even if what some would consider to be the end of the world, a narcissist is probably going to become worse of a narcissist than they were even before, because the survival for a narcissist means at the end of the day, for them to be at the top, no matter who they have to step on to get there. But there is a day coming, and I've watched this happen as well, to where the narcissist will have to face the penalty of their behavior. And many of them, especially at a time where it looks like there could be some divine retribution or divine influence or a divine effect of some sort, this is where they will begin to panic. This is one of the reasons why an older narcissist, when they realize that they spent their whole life as a self-centered individual, will have a tendency, an older narcissist will have a tendency to become afraid when they feel that it's time to die, because they do know that there will be penalties and there will be effects from what they have done. And so many of them, as they get older, will begin to panic or feel guilty, or will begin to get absolutely violent in some cases, because they know their time to face the effect of their behavior is quickly approaching. Some of you right now are dealing with narcissists in the pandemic, and I hope and pray that you're not stuck in quarantine with one, because that would be one of the worst things that could happen to you. But you could still survive that. Know without a doubt that in spite of what they're going to try to do, or how they're going to lie to you and act and pretend that everything is okay and is going to be okay, know without a doubt that your narcissist knows that his days or her days are numbered, and they are going to try to live in denial and live in their own little personal fantasy world, because after all, that's a part of who they are and what they do. The best thing that you can do right now is realize how detrimental this moment is to your future, even maybe even to your eternity, and cut them off. I mean, completely cut them off. Do not talk, do not text, do not wave, do not speak, do not send up smoke signals. I mean, literally walk away from them and do not look back, because every time you look back, you get reinfected. You get reinfected. So I want to encourage you who may see this video, may observe it in the future, and many of you that may be dealing with narcissistic personality abuse. And even when it comes to the narcissistic silent treatment, which is something that they use to punish you with, the best thing that you can do during a narcissistic silent treatment is be willing to take it to the next level of silence, which means never speak to them again. You have to understand that they're using the silent treatment for punishment, and they're using the silent treatment to make you pay, but they plan to return, trust me. And they're not faithful. You can count on the fact that they are not faithful. Once you realize that you're dealing with a narcissist, whether you catch them or not, know without a doubt this person has not been faithful to you. Those of us, many of us, feel the need to get proof, but you don't need proof. Your proof is their condition. Your proof of their infidelity is their condition, and they are never going to admit it, so do not think it. You can catch them. You can catch them with the pictures. You can catch them with the person, and they're still going to lie and try to find a way out of this. They're still going to try to make you feel that something is wrong with you and that what you think you're seeing is not real. And I want you to know it's all a lie. How do you know that a narcissist is lying? Because their mouths are open. With this being said, I want to urge you in this season, with whatever life you have left, go back and be good to you. Take all of the energy that you have used to pursue them and pour it into yourself and be the best person that you can be. Get in shape, be good to you, be at peace with yourself, look the way you want to look, but do not let them draw you back in. Because when they know that they are getting ready to get payback for their nonsense, they will try to draw you back in so you can suffer with them. Now, why in the world would you want to be in a relationship with someone who is getting payback? Okay, a narcissist gets incarcerated. Would you go and get incarcerated with them too, simply because you love them? No, you have to love you. And you have to also recognize that the person that you are in love with doesn't exist. The narcissist has concocted this individual, and that person that you think you're in love with is not a real person. And the things that I personally have been through, and many of you have been through, you recognize that this whole scenario was sent against you to destroy you. But if it had not been for the grace of God, you would have been devoured, and this would have made you lose your mind. And many of us almost lost our mind. So just know this. It may look like they're living their best life now. They're with their new supply, the new guy, new girl, new boyfriend, new girlfriend, whoever it is they're dealing with, new supply. It doesn't even have to be a love relationship. It just be somebody that's foolish enough as you were to give them whatever they want. But know without a doubt that their payday is coming and it is quickly approaching. And know without a doubt in your mind that even if it's not happening now, they will get this back. Okay. So go on with your life. Love yourself enough to say, I'm not going to put up with this crap and I'm going to move on with my life. And when you move on emotionally and mentally, then you're going to start to run into people who are the right kind of individuals who possibly, and notice I use the word possibly lightly or loosely, who could possibly love you back. Okay. My love for you is great. Hope and pray that you and your family are doing well. Continue to take care of yourself. And at all costs, remember, God is the one that's going to reward those that do good or those that do evil. God God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Know without a doubt, payday is coming back. And I'll talk to you later.